Hello, Tar Heel faithful. You are very certainly welcome back. What you should do is listed below. The cost of t-shirts will be examined, and we'll also cover lots of other fascinating topics. We'll be detailing the brand that's happening on this currency, so please subscribe, like, and share our future videos. As a result, the creator of Terra made the announcement that the planet will eventually go up in flames. Only if the hard fork is cancelled will this occur. This fire will be visible to all of us. Amid widespread inflation, finding a job that pays adequately was already difficult enough. Because of the Terra method used to maintain the USD pack, trillions of Luna coins were created as a response to the USD packing. The low value of a single Luna coin has made its use in Terra's blockchain governance risky. There have been a number of contentious moments in the previous week involving the present voting system. With so many spam proposals flooding the system, it's become necessary to restrict access to fresh suggestions. The primary proposition backed by a Dukin was amended after the world went live and millions of votes had already been cast. This is one of the three key issues. A plan to torch the last remnants of the community pool was apparently scrapped for technical reasons. After the price of Luna dropped by 99%, several proposals were presented since they could be implemented at a reasonable cost. It's possible that these contentious features of the voting method contributed to existing skepticism about the Terra blockchain's centralization and legitimacy. That's why I decided to alter the content of my proposed Luna 4 announcement internally. The primary recommendation was tweeted about. Vote switching is problematic since not all voters check Twitter on a daily basis. Because they backed an earlier version of the initiative in question, some voters may now find themselves voting in favor of something they strongly oppose. They've been followed on Twitter by the official Terra account. However, under the new law, there's no assurance that all voters will be made aware of this. The sum of the three changes is growing. Liquidity in the beginning, changing the liquidity profile for Luna holders before the attack, and enhancing the flow to holders after the attack. There is still some time before voting ends. If, after reading the amendment, a voter decides to alter their mind, they are free to do so. We are the Twitter voting Terra station, and we won't stop until their proposition has a quorum of yes votes, 61%. Only if the WETA was raised from 16 to 33%. By May 25 would the plan be rejected. State systems DCRV and Figment, which together account for about 10% of the validator's voting power, are the most vocal opponents of the idea. That means that following the letter B, the idea of incineration of the discarded was rejected, with 91% in favor and 0% opposed. A motion to burn the last of the USD in the community pool was approved. However, as Taro pointed out, the suggestion is obviously impossible to implement because of a wrong parameter. I can't figure out why this isn't more of a topic of discussion. It has been suggested that the communal fund of $1.4 billion be destroyed by fire. This would pass and cut the United States liabilities by 11%. Regulation by the lunar government. Something happens to the proposition. Is there really any authority in place? Reasoning for proposal rejection. Incorrect used quantity specified in burning parameter. After the plan was put into action, there was less money in the pot. What follows is a more in-depth clarification. As a result, the plan has been resubmitted and is currently open for voting, with an 89% yes vote and an estimated $75 million in additional funds. There are only 5 days left before Luna's proposal deadline, so the organization needs to quickly acquire a quorum with the members who have the most voting power to protect against the proposal's due course. How the original chain will fare beneath the balloon, and if any of the leftover utilized will be burned. Congestion and a lack of takers could result from the cheap prices. The Terra Twitter account has therefore announced that the decline in Luna's value has resulted in a dramatic increase in the volume of spam proposals. Accordingly, it has relegated the new suggestions to a display tab that is, by default, disabled. Despite the link's explanation that Terra is taking this step to safeguard consumers from phishing sites, this seems to be a step away from real decentralization. In order for a new proposal to be shown on the main voting page, where the eyes of the globe are trained, it must now be added to an allowed list. All pool requests must originate from the whitelist proposal 1273. Users who have lost a lot of money owing to the project must be protected at all costs. They are more likely to fall for frauds because of their heightened emotional state. Lots of people who have lost a lot of money have met this fate. So even now, when the only way to stop spam proposals is to make the shittiest avatar possible, it takes consensus from the project's core developers to approve it. Therefore, the underlying political structure must be analyzed. You can't have a truly decentralized system if the original creators of the software are also the people who decide which ideas get approved. In conclusion, there are a number of people here who have heard horrible news firsthand. They could look into the closing seconds of the first lunar blockchain to see if their theory holds true. It's unclear how two Atari ecosystem developers plan to make use of the present blockchain situation. We've reached the end of the story. Luna, stay up to date by subscribing right away. We can pool our resources to learn more fascinating things. Please peace and see you at the next one.